My name is Don Middlebrook. I'm from East Lansing, Michigan. I travel all around the country playing Trop Rock music. I'm from the proud state of Michigan, but you can find me in Key West. You can find me on the East Coast. My mother gave me a guitar when I was 16. She had a fear that I would get in trouble since I was starting to lose my interest in sports. Basically, she thought I might start meeting girls.
I've been had and I have lied. Oh, no, where I shouldn't have been. Rock me like only you can rock me. I feel forgiven.
She helped me meet girls. Matter of fact, by getting me a guitar, little did she know. However, I really did take to it, loved it. It was something that brought in some of my creative sides, as well as I'm kind of a mathematic kind of guy and a history guy, and between lyrics and how music's built mathematically, everything seemed to make sense with the kind of person I was and the desires I had. And back then, you know, you could play guitar and change the world, and we never really did, but we sure thought we could, and that was a great dream to come out of, and it's now 35 years later, I'm still doing it.
I'm Chris Corey, and I play keyboards, including left-hand bass with Don. I've been playing with Don for 10 years now. But when I came back to Michigan, I got a hold of Don Middlebrook, and he said, "Oh, I got a lot of gigs, and I do this, Jimmy Buffett thing, and a lot of Caribbean soul." And he asked me if I knew any Jimmy Buffett songs, and I said, "Well, yeah, I know almost all of them," because I'd already been doing that out in Phoenix, and it worked out just right. We meshed really well.
So I'm kind of one of the early recipients of this new genre called Trop Rock, and I'm proud to do it. And I tell you what, it's a metaphoric way of going through life and describing all the things that we have in other uses of lyrics, but it's kind of a nice soft way to go through it. Keeps you warm in the wintertime, and it gets you out of the cold weather and into warm weather, even if it means nothing more than turning on the CD.
He is frozen in Arizona, and his world has sure turned upside down.
I'm Hank Bauer, and I play harmonica with Don. And what I do for Don is I try to carry as much equipment as I can and show up on time. When I met Don, it was actually 23 years ago, and we didn't start off on a great note. Fingers Taylor was his harmonica player at the time, who was Jimmy Buffett's harmonica player, and he was playing with Don, and he was unavoidably detained by some authority figures in some part of the state of Michigan. So I got the call to fill in for Fingers, which was only going to be for a couple weeks, and here we are 10 years later. So I'm still filling in until Fingers isn't unavoidably detained anymore.
You know, writing was one of the first things that hit me as a musician. I wrote probably quicker than I learned a song. I really feel like my range vocally is not real wide. I couldn't sing everybody else's stuff, so I had to make my own waves. But I'm still 70% songwriter whenever we go out on tour, and I'm proud of that. I don't think a lot of players have that opportunity, and something I embraced from the beginning, which led us to this spot.
We usually learn a song on the gig. He'll come up with something, something he's been working on. He often writes, I think, when he's traveling down south to Florida and stuff, and he'll come back with some new songs, and he'll start playing them, and I'll just kind of fiddle around and figure them out, and we'll get it together, and we'll practice it on the gig a lot of the time.
And sometimes you get the best stuff that way. Most of the time, hopefully, you get the best stuff. Sometimes it's a little work, but yeah, we go in, and he's written a bunch of songs. He's always writing songs. Pure inspiration, getting together and hanging out, and that's really that style of music anyway. It's not real technical. It's more about feel anyway. So really, that it tends to come out the best that way.
I ride around the island, take a boat ride to Sunset Key. You know how much I love you regardless of that kind of tree. I hop out with the locals, dance to the setting sun. Going back right around the island,